So this is kind of like a spring kind of, I don't know. Very light, very natural makeup. And there's a few things that change, but honestly, not much. So anyway, I'm just gonna be using Soft Focus Glow Drops from Rodial or something. This stuff is intense. This stuff is like, not intense physically, like you don't really see too much of a difference, but I'm gonna start doing the dropper. I keep doing this. Anyway, this is like so moisturizing. Honestly, I would totally just use this as skincare because it is just so moisturizing. I already moisturized though before this and put on sunscreen already, but this is just like if you want to wear it alone, or if it's just an extra boost underneath your makeup, or if you have dry skin, like this will make you have the most like softest looking moisturized skin. This, and of course my Physicians Formula, I love that stuff as well, but I just thought I would change up my primer. Those two primers are pretty much the only ones I use. Oh yeah, seriously, just so much more like moisturized. And again, this actually has skincare in it and like antioxidants, so yeah. Anyway, again, I'm really into like skincare in makeup already. Like I've always been a big fan of that, because if you're gonna wear makeup every day, might as well make it like worth it. Obviously I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup recently, well, because you know, kind of stuck inside, but I just thought I would do a makeup video anyway, just because it's been a while since I've done makeup, and the only time I have done makeup is on camera, really. So again, my favorite foundation right now is this one. This is the Covergirl and Olay Simply Ageless. So it's SPF 28 and also has hyaluronic acid. It's instant wrinkle defying because I have so many wrinkles, clearly. Just kidding. But super, again, very nourishing, very moisturizing. I really enjoy it. And also I feel like it's one of those things, as long as you have clean fingers, you can just literally apply it with your fingers. This stuff is so good, and this is pretty much my skin tone, which I'm very happy about. A lot, you can put a little. I'm putting quite a bit, honestly. You actually don't need that much, but this is like one of those foundations where it's just like you can't even tell that you're wearing anything. So that's what I love about it so much. And I'm just gonna pat it in with my fingers, basically the same way that I will, instead of rubbing the primer, I'm just patting this in, because you don't want to, especially if you're applying foundation into a specific area on your face and you have like acne or any scarring or anything like that, you don't want to be rubbing it around anyway. I'll rub it on my neck though, but everywhere else though, you want to just be patting. That will kind of defeat the purpose of the foundation in the first place if you kind of like are constantly moving around the product. Also, patting the foundation kind of just ensures that like the primer won't move around either, so everything's just kind of locked and loaded. Yeah, I will say this is probably the most like moisturized and like dewy my skin has ever felt in so long, because I've been trying different like beauty remedies lately, so I feel like my foundation base is just so much more natural looking than it usually is. Anyway, I have my nice hot chocolate. Quickly do my brows with the Anastasia Dip Brow. This is my favorite brow product because it's affordable and it lasts literally years. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Literally lasts years. And it is so effective. And you could literally make this as dramatic or as natural as you want. This has always worked for me, so I'm just like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. This one, and also again the NYX for drugstore alternative, like the NYX stuff is so good. As for a drugstore alternative to the primer, honestly, legit, I've been doing this on its own, but if you use castor oil as like a primer, again, it's not gonna break you out. Well, for me at least, it never broke me out. And just put the thinnest layer as like the base, then that in itself, the castor oil as a primer, honestly, it's so good and it makes your skin like as dewy as this right now. So the next thing I'm gonna do is cream contour. This is the Tarte Wipeout color correcting palette, and I am just going to be using this cream stuff going on here. I'm gonna use this is the Morphe E50. I honestly don't know if this brush is continuing or not, or discontinued or not. I can link some alternatives down below anyway. And so basically, yeah, this is like intense, but anyway, so my skin right now, you could see like imperfections though still like peek through, and again, I am totally fine with that. You can't even tell really that my face has any makeup on it, because again of the dewiness and the skincare you do before you put on your makeup anyway. And the cream products just like really make everything just so more natural looking, especially when it comes to bronzer. I feel like I'm placing it, but yeah, it's just like so much more just sun-kissed and just healthier looking if you just add like the right amount of cream bronzer. Anyway, and then you just gotta blendy. Yeah, again, I'm not about that on every day. At least every day I'm not about that cakey, kind of like piling up the foundation life. Honestly, for the most part, people don't even pay attention to your acne anyway, or like your acne scars. Like obviously you could see a lot of acne, still active breakouts and pigmentation and scarring, but for the most part, the foundation that I just used does even out your skin tone for the most part. I feel like if your skin tone is even any more than that, then it's gonna kind of start to look a bit questionably unnatural. Of course, unless if that's what you're going for, because I love me a Dermicool foundation too. I love that foundation. Favorite of all time concealer, it's the Bye Bye Under Eye. So good. And I just use my ring fingers. This is in the shade light medium, but again, they're newer packaging. They have like so many more shades. I believe I'm in light tan in that shade. I bought that one recently, but again, I want to just try to use this up. My favorite concealer for sure by all time. Anyway, just taking my ring fingers and just doing a little bit of and just patty pat, and this totally moisturizes your skin further. I mean, it's waterproof, it's anti-aging. That basically means that is going to be super moisturizing. And then with the excess, just kind of put in the center of your face, kind of that T kind of thing. I just brighten those areas. Again, this is very like finger makeup, cream makeup. Again, I have yet to find a concealer that is just so good that just does not crease at all like this. This concealer again is like the most natural concealer I've ever applied in my whole life. Despite it being waterproof and like full coverage, it's still the most natural concealer. And I do have the Tarte Shape Tape, so if you wanted to go in a bit more with your coverage, then you can go in a bit with the Tarte Shape Tape. I just take a little bit on my finger. This I really like under eyes, and this works pretty similar, I would say, to the Bye Bye Under Eye, but I don't know, I just prefer this as like a good dotting kind of spot concealing, just because I like the extra moisturizing effects that the Bye Bye Under Eye concealer has that this one doesn't. This is more of like a matte kind of finish. Just to kind of suck up some product, I'm gonna use a brush, because if you just use your fingers, then it's gonna glide around a lot and it may build up product in some areas of your face where you don't want product. A brush or a beauty blender is like a perfect way to just kind of sop up that extra product that you don't need, because again, especially if you're going for like a natural look. But yeah, this concealer is definitely more matte, not as much on the dewier side compared to my Bye Bye Under Eye. So again, that is why, like, to get the most natural base, I would just stick to mainly like Bye Bye Under Eye. But for those odd like little extra breakouts, I feel like the Tarte Shape Tape is super good at just kind of those final touches. Right, I'm going to just quickly set with Coty Airspun. I'm not going to use a big brush. I'm only going to use this Luxie 660 brush just under my eyes so they don't crease throughout the day. And then again, I'm just gonna set in places where I just think that really need it. So basically on my nose, around my nose, and then under my eyes, on top of my eyelid, and then sometimes like here. Gosh, my camera battery died. Okay, anyway, I need to continue setting the face, any you know, important areas. The forehead, I feel like, is no problem for me to personally set, just because I don't really show expression at all in my forehead when I talk, so I don't have any lines or anything. Like, I never had issues with my forehead. I feel like that's a problem area for most people, so you might not want to set it in excess. Obviously, if you do a little bit of powder, it actually prevents creasing, but if you put too much, then it can actually like make indentations. I find with powder is weird. Anyway, and then I have some acne around my chin, so I would just do that. But yeah, so basically I set everywhere except basically like my cheeks, because I don't really have any issues around my cheek. And then my forehead, I don't really set that much at all, except the only fact is that like I get really oily there, or if I sweat or something, then at least the powder will, it'll actually make my face look better because like again, the oil and sweat is mainly like here, so setting that is not an issue. Yeah, I'm just so into just, this is so natural. I just love it. Anyway, so I'm just gonna quickly curl my lashes. And this is of course the Cosmetic Superhero Mascara, because this stuff is so crazy good. And also with like the castor oil I've done, I'll link that video down below. I've tested castor oil on my lashes for a month, and I feel like that helped grow my lashes so much. So I'll link that down below, the before and afters. Well, the video has the before and after. A little bit on my bottom. Again, this is just like a I woke up like this kind of tutorial. Oh yeah, this is my favorite lip balm right now. So this is SPF 30 watermelon flavored from Sunbum. It is like one of my favorite lip balms right now at the moment. As long as you don't lick your lips continuously because it tastes so good, it should last a decent amount of time. It's one of those things though you have to definitely take with you and reapply constantly just because it is a bit more on the oilier side. I'm going to be using NYX Lip Lingerie. This is so good, of course, in the shade Push Up. I don't even have to look at the name. I just love this concealer, or I just love this lip product so much. So good. Oh my gosh, I forgot to apply blush and highlighter. This makeup tutorial is all over the place. Ever since my camera, because my camera just died, and I totally forgot that I didn't apply blush and highlight yet. If you all don't know, I'll let you guess what my my most favorite blush and highlighter are. These crusted, busted, and dusted. I really have to get new ones, but I don't know. I just have to. I have to use these ones. I feel so guilty if I don't. But this is, or you don't know, I'm letting you guess right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So this is the Essence blush in 20 Satin Love. This is the best blush color I've ever tried in my life. So good. Honestly, this is better than like the majority of high-end blushes I've ever tried in my life. On my cheeks, on my nose, and the excess on my forehead and chin. Just makes your face look more naturally sun-kissed that way. And a little bit sunburnt, but without the actual sun damage. And this is OFRA Rodeo Drive. So this is my favorite highlighter of all time. I'm gonna just apply a bit just because you can apply too much with this, especially if you just want a natural makeup look. Then yeah, you just want to apply a little bit. So this one swipe is good for your whole face. It just feels so good. Even if you're at home, applying makeup just like it uplifts my mood just because it's so therapeutic. I just love the feeling of putting it on. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my eyelids. You can also put a bit of the highlight on your inner corner. Totally brightens up the whole overall eye and opens it up. And then now we're going back into lip. To top off my lip color, this is like amazing. This is the Shine 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 Essence lip gloss. It is so good. Essence again in general is just so underrated. It's such a good product. I think it's called Smile Sparkle Shine. The name totally rubbed off, but I think this is Smile Sparkle Shine. Such a cute name. I remember it at this point, I'm pretty sure. Woo! So shiny, I love it. To top off my whole face, we're going to be using the Tarte Ready Set Radiant. So you can actually use this as skincare, so you could actually apply it before as like a primer, or you could apply it on top, or honestly all throughout your makeup process. Like this is such a good spray for that. It does have a bit of oil in it though, so it's not really a set. It's more of, again, just like it literally just says skin mist on here. Like it's again more so of a skincare, but it really just like gets rid of the excess kind of powderiness that you did apply with powder products. This stuff is super good. I will link this down below, of course. And you don't need to spray all over, just like a couple. We'll see how much I end up doing. That you just need like a few sprays because a few honestly goes a long way. Okay, so everything's looking good because the sprayer on this, I want to tap it in a bit because the sprayer on that is not like the best. It doesn't distribute the squirt throughout. Sometimes it leaves a bit of dots, so if you press it in right away though, everything's good. Everything's set in the sense of just like everything, like all your powders toned down, and it's just like so much more natural now, and I just love the overall look that just makeup setting mists do. But yeah, so this is the final look. We have a lot of the acne scars covered for the most part, and the pigmentation, and again it just looks so natural. It looks so glowy, and I'm just obsessed with glowy makeup. This look turned out better than I thought. The base and everything, that's the thing, the skincare and the base is everything when it comes to natural, glowy, dewy, from within kind of a look, or from within looks. A lot of it has to do with skincare to begin with, and like diet and exercise and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to see any of those videos, definitely feel free to comment down below. But I mean, makeup is kind of just the cherry on top, and it just makes you feel good, and it just makes me feel good. Don't rely though on makeup for hiding any imperfections. Like, as you all know, I really could care less if I go out with makeup free face or with makeup, it really doesn't matter to me. Either way, I feel good. I feel the exact same way, like literally with makeup and without makeup, I feel just as confident either way. So if you want a confident video, I hope you have a good day, good night, wherever you're watching this. Please subscribe if you want to see more of me. I post every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss the video I post. All my social media links will be linked down below. Please support me as well as all the products in this video. And I will also link my second channel down below. It is my artist channel. For all you don't know, hello, my name is Sonia. I'm a music producer and I produce music. So if you're into like pop, EDM, vibe, house kind of type beats, yeah, so I basically produce pop, house kind of music. So definitely subscribe to my second channel down below. I'll link it first thing. That would mean the world to me for when I do release music. Hopefully it'll be no later than the end of June. I'm hoping, because again, with this stuff going on, it's kind of delaying things. They were supposed to be by the end of this month, but I think it's going to be postponed. I'm going to try my best to get that out there. And yeah, it'll mean the world to me, like I said. So anyway, lots of virtual kisses and hugs, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, peace.